For a long while, one of my greatest fears was getting into a relationship. And like, what was the reason for that? What was one of the reasons why I feared that type of a lifestyle, that type of commitment? Well, one of the reasons was time, right? I believe that if I was in a relationship or lived with somebody, committed relationship, whatever, all my free time would go in the toilet. And I just wouldn't be free. I wouldn't have time to do the things that I thought I wanted to do. And I believed that for many, many years. But I don't really believe that anymore. I think a lot has changed. And I've been thinking about this quite a lot over the last few weeks. So why do I feel like maybe now, I don't know so much if I have free time, but I don't waste as much time. And what do I mean by wasting time? I mean doing things that I don't actually want to do, or I'm not actually doing for the right reasons. So this is what I mean. When I was single, I used to do a lot of things just to like try to add to me, right? Even if it's additional layers, I did that because I believe that expanding, right, becoming more of a person by doing more shit, made it so I'd be more attractive to people. And well, you know, maybe I was somewhat misguided by things that I would watch or read to think that, oh, I had to do X, Y, and Z to be attractive, or I have to do X, Y, and Z to appear interesting, right? And really and truly, I did a lot of those things for that reason. So I don't think I did anything for the sole purpose of being like attractive or perceived in a good way. But I do know that it was a big chunk of the motivation that I had to do those things. So, okay, for example, the gym is something that I started off to get girls, you know, and I kind of fell in love with the process and then just enjoyed working out just to be fit and just like the way I look. But it wasn't really much more, you know, not really much more than that. Got into a relationship, got very validated in the way that I look, and you know, whatever is left over is actually what I want to do, and I still want to train. I've had an injury for a while. I still have an injury. I don't even know if I can call it an injury because it's just a part of me now, just pain here. But that means I haven't been able to lift as heavy as I used to, meaning I can't be as big as I used to, but it doesn't bother me as much as it would have if I had been in that state before, you know, if I was in that single mindset. Another thing is that like, I only focus on the things that matter, right? The things that give me joy, because as a guy, you know, you're motivated to do things because you think people will like you if you do them. It applies to women too, but especially with girls. And for me, I've noticed that the things I do now is generally just because I want to improve and be a better person, right? Not just to be a better man in a relationship or a better person in a relationship, but actually just to be better because I just enjoy improving. I enjoy working. I enjoy leaving my comfort zone and challenging myself, right? And like, for a while, I felt kind of disconnected to that part of me because I genuinely believed that because I had found a happy relationship, I didn't need to do those things anymore. And like, I didn't feel like I was missing them. But as time progressed, as things started to settle, I started to feel this kind of hollowness inside, right? Not depression or anything like that, but like just a general sense of hollowness. Like I didn't feel like I was really me anymore. So why was that? Well, it's because I wasn't really focused on creating videos or like challenging myself in specific ways in the gym, reading books, writing down my goals, bullet journaling, doing all the stuff that people would associate with me and what I would associate with me. But those things are genuinely just a part of me. And I think being in a relationship, especially a healthy relationship, has actually showed me that these things are a part of me. I'm not doing these things to impress anybody. It's just something that I do that brings me joy. So the point of this video is that like, if people were in the mindset that I was in, where like, oh, you get into a relationship, you lose all your free time, you're not yourself anymore, well then, yeah, maybe there will be a phase of that, but it will kind of like minimize all the bullshit as well. So yeah, you'll have a lot less free time, but the time that you do have I think you'll spend it a lot more wisely. And I know that I've been spending it a lot more wisely because a part of my needs have been fulfilled. And because I have that fulfilled, I can just focus on other stuff. So maybe it sounds like I'm circling a little bit now, but the point is, if you're in a good relationship, what you value will only thrive, and it will only thrive more because you're doing it to be you're intrinsically motivated now. When before you might have been extrinsically motivated, which is great and all, but okay, it's starting to rain. But being intrinsically motivated will help a lot more in the long term. And when you actually do stuff, you're doing it because you actually enjoy it and you actually get some benefit from it. You're not just doing it to, yeah, I made that point already. But yeah, it's starting to rain now, so yeah, I'm probably gonna get splashed. Let me just see if I can show you. But yeah, enjoy this sunset with me before I end the video. But yeah, anyway guys, I'll catch you later. Bye.